inspire, to motivate, to see them do more than they think or believe they can do more, to help them become better than they can be. And that's why this convention becomes so important to all of us. It's about doing the things that allow you to have a dream and see it be fulfilled. We're gathered here in this convention this year to make an impact on the world, ourselves, our lives, our families, our communities, our countries, the entire globe. You've got to be involved. You've got to be out there and doing things that set yourself apart, doing things that others don't do. You've got to decide to be a winner, and that's what this is about. It's about believing in yourself enough to do it, to go out and to do things that make that dream become a fact. It takes hard work. It takes preparation. It takes organization. It takes passion.
Have some guts, for heaven's sakes, men! Have some fire!
I want this moment, this weekend, to be the weekend where you say, I'm not just going to watch my dream happen, I'm going to live it. I'm going to do everything I have to do. I'm going to rank advance. I'm going to get out there and lead my team. I'm going to be a leader. This convention can do that for you. It can be the biggest impact on your business ever. I hope it impacts you this week as we go from here and impact the world.
When it gets hard, when you want to throw up, you keep that count in your mind, you keep battling. And you do that, you're going to win.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage co-CEO Jeff Higginson. Let's go!
Skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason.
Thank you. My doctor told me 6 months ago that my health was in dangerous jeopardy. I had been seeing a doctor and all of my tests were bad. Everything was bad. My cholesterol was high. My blood pressure was high. Everything was bad. They put me on medication for sugar diabetes, pre-sugar medication. And I really thought, for the first time in my life, that I could die as I sat there and listened to this doctor. She was a specialist they sent me to find some things out. And she could not believe, given the history of my family's health, that I would allow myself to have gotten that big. And you know, doctors aren't real bold sometimes, and they're afraid sometimes to tell you that you have to lose weight. And she sat me down and she said, you have to lose weight. Your dad's had open heart surgery. His father died at 45. His father's father died at the same age. Your mother's dad has had 2 open heart surgeries. Your dad's got sugar diabetes. His dad had sugar diabetes. And now I was just told that I am pre-sugar diabetic. And they put me on a medication. The next thing she said to me that got my attention was, she said, undo your pants and take your shirt off. And I did that. And she walked over to me and she started grabbing my fat. This is an endocrinologist, by the way. They study glands. And she was poking into me. And every time she would poke into it, she would say, you have got to lose weight. And then she said something that was really strange. She said, are you lactating? And for a minute I wondered if she thought I was a female. And I said, well, excuse me, why would I lactate? And she said, because people with poor health and your issues and the pituitary issues can lactate. So she started squeezing my breasts really hard. And I was really uncomfortable, and I knew right then and there that something had to change. She said, I want an MRI. I'm going to send you downstairs today. I want to look at your pituitary. She sent me downstairs, and the weight limit was 300 pounds. Of course, I was over 300 pounds, but I wasn't going to tell them I was over 300 pounds, so I said I was about 295 pounds. Big mistake. They put me in this tunnel, and as I slid in, it moved my arms and shoulders right up over my neck. I couldn't even breathe. I went into a panic. And I kept talking myself out of this. Don't you dare quit now, because you know you shouldn't be in this tube as big as you are. Well, I started to perspire. And as I perspired, my arms began to get moist. And when it was time to come out, the bed slid out, and my arms stuck to those walls and started to kind of just bounce out until the bed went and I stayed. Now they give you a cord, and I grabbed that cord and I pulled on it, and I was in a panic. 2 people came over, grabbed my ankles, and pulled myself out of that tube. On that day, I thought about my family. I thought about my life. It was the first time I really thought I could die. And I want you to know, I came out a month later and I made a promise to all of you on a video that I was going to be a different man. And that day in March, I thought a lot about everything, and I decided I'm going to do this because I really don't have a choice. There's one choice that I have, and that's to really make this happen. I had great support from my partner, Jeremiah, and everybody in the office worked hard to make this happen, and they tried to do things to put me out on the TV, to commit myself to doing this. But it was really deeper than that. And I worked hard, and we hired a health coach, and I started working with her, and you'll meet her, and we've got a great trainer that set up a program, and I started making it happen. And that brings me to the moment I'm in today.